much for joining me again today for another Sketch to Scrap Saturday video. So for today I've got this sketch for you which is quite slightly different than the usual. So it's going to be a 12 by 12 as usual, but this sketch contains a really large photo on the top. And so the size is 5.5 inches times 12 inches. And so recently I purchased a kind of a large size photo paper pack, and I think it was like an A3, which is double an A4, and for some of you in the US I think it's about 12 or almost 12 times 13 or 14 inches, so really large kind of size. And I'm kind of keen on using it to create really large, one of those layouts that contains really large photo as a focus. And so the journaling will come just underneath the photo, and then the title just go on top, and there's just going to be a bit of, I guess, embellishments going around. And yeah, so let's get started. So I am going to be using the Ali Edwards story kit called Me, as well as the Hip Kit Club October 2016 scrapbook kit, and also Felicity Jane kits as well. So I decided I'm planning to use these cue cards, which are from the Me story kit from Ali Edwards. And so I'm just kind of pick them out, and there are 5 of them, and they come in a set. So, and what they say, so they say number like 0 to 5, sorry, 1 to 5, and said this I love. So it's essentially going to be a page about things that I love. So similar to a sketch that I did a while ago, which is on live right now, which I quite like doing those kind of things, but this is just slightly different, but it focuses on just you, which I think it's an important part of the story. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just picking out a pen and paper. I'm just kind of going around picking which one I want. So I forgot to mention that my photo is actually slightly less than 12 by 12, sorry, 12 by 12 inches wide. And the reason for that is because I decided just to kind of like being slightly economical, and then just kept the photo in the, I think it's 11.7 inches or something. So it's close to 12 by 12, and I'm happy to have that gap around the photo. And what you'll see soon is that I'm going to actually use that as a feature to kind of as part of my title as well. And so I picked out this pen paper, which is from the Hip Kit Club's scrapbook kit from October 2016. It's actually a pen paper from, I believe, the Maggie Gala collection. And my title is going to be My Story, which is that piece of chipboard, that circle chipboard there, which came in the Ali Edwards Me story kit. And now I'm just kind of going through thinking about how I want to embellish this page. And so I'm picking out these rubber pieces, which are from the Felicity Jane's Maggie kit. So I picked out these 3 rubber pieces, which I'll just, I want to cluster them together, but I'm just thinking where I want them to be. And my plan is to have kind of 3 clusters of embellishments. So one just on the top, which is a title, and then one on the middle left, and one on the bottom right, just to kind of create that triangle piece there. And the next thing I'm going to do is I want to cut out a portion of a circle, just so it kind of create a frame for the title. And I was just measuring it out. I think the circle, that chipboard circle itself, is about 1.5 or 1.75 inches. And so I'm using a 2 kind of inch circle punch, and then I'm just kind of add that chipboard piece just in the middle there. And what I'm doing here, I'm just kind of making sure that the chipboard would fit. It would just kind of hang off the top a little bit. So I just want to make sure I have enough space on the pen paper to add that chipboard piece there, because I didn't actually punch out a full circle, so there will be a portion that's left, and I just want to make sure that it's there's enough space there. And now I am just adhering the photo onto the page there and keeping it quite simple. And now I'm just thinking, kind of trying to space all the cards evenly and see where I want to adhere them. So I'm just kind of going quite slowly, to be honest here. I want to make sure that they're all kind of evenly spaced, and so it's just one of those things that it takes a little while. And so I am just kind of half adhering them down and trying to, just so that I can still move them around if I want to. And I'm just kind of slowly going through and just making sure that they kind of line up and they're all kind of consistent in terms of, like, you know, space between them, etc. And, you know, I know there's some people who don't mind them things not being evenly spaced, but when it comes to things which to me seems like a feature of the page, which is kind of quite clean, and, you know, everything seems to have a, you know, even and clean lines, etc. So I think I just want to make sure that that kind of kept that concept. I'm keeping that concept all the way through. And so I'm now going to be adhering these rubber pieces, and I'm also going to be using this stamp set, which is from the Felicity Jane kit as well, but this one is actually from the Felicity kit, which is from September 2016. And I'm adhering these rubber pieces down, which are from the Maggie kit, from Felicity Jane Maggie kit. And I'm using, just stamping the stamp image there using my VersaFine black ink. I stamp it twice without re-inking it the second time. And that is, I think, it for down there. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to create another cluster of embellishments, and I'm just kind of thinking where I want that to go. And I picked out this brad here, which is, so I will end up using only one of them, but in the Maggie kit, it comes with 2 brads. I decided to use that one that says Darling, and also that star, which is from the from Ali Wood's Me Story kit as well. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just punching out a 1-inch circle, and also I think it's a 3/4 inch circle, using the pen paper, which is also from the Felicity Jane Maggie kit. And I punch out, and then I just fold them up into kind of, you know, fold in half, and then half again, and half again. And then I'm just kind of trying to create my own, I guess, paper flowers, well, actually only one. And the way I'm doing it is just by folding circle in half and half and half again, and then I'm just trimming off the edge. So essentially at the corner of the, so when you fold it, the crease, and trim off the top kind of on an angle. So hopefully, I hope you can actually see it in the video. And I'm just trying to I'm slowing that down a little bit just so you can actually see it. But what I'm essentially doing is, so I fold in half of that, and then half of that again, and then I'm actually trimming off the on the crease. So you trim off from the bottom up to the top a little bit. So I hope this is understandable. If you want me to do a quick tutorial on that, let me know. But essentially, to be honest, I just came up with the idea, and well, I'm sure someone else has done it, but it's more that I thought I don't like just folding, you know, the kind of the circle pieces, and just I want to create something a little bit slightly different, I guess. And so the bigger one, the bigger circle is about 1 inch circle, and the bottom one, the inside one is 3.5, so 3/4 of an inch. And then I'm also gonna add a sequin, and I'm using the sequin that also came in the Felicity Jane kit as well. I believe this one is actually from the Felicity kit. And so I'm just using some glossy accent, just going underneath and in the middle, and then I'm gonna adhere the rest of these of the embellishments down as well. And I'm just gonna add a bit more kind of glossy accent on the side, just to make sure that it has enough kind of thing, I guess, glue to hold that piece together without, you know, flattening it. And the way I did it is just by adding some glue underneath the flower, and if you leave it long enough it will just dry as is. And you know, I'm looking at it right now and it actually works out really well. It stays kind of raised, and I'm sure, you know, if you put it in your arm it will flatten out a little bit, but it really is a really good glue to use when you want to raise something like you know, paper flowers and stuff. Now the next thing I'm doing here is I'm just adding some journaling. So I essentially just, you know, writing down things that I love right now. I wasn't, haven't been thinking about for a long time. It's just more things that, you know, I can see, you know, in the photo, and you know, I'm drinking a soy chai tea from my favorite farm, and you know, that's one of the things we love to do right now on Sunday. And you know, we go up to the just outside the city for like, I think it's like an hour and a half, well actually more like 40, I'll say an hour drive, and it's it's really nice to be outside the city. And yeah, and so what did I talk about? So the first one I talk about obviously the soy chai, and the second one is I talk about how I've been liking, I guess, curling my hair on weekends and stuff. I don't do that during the weekdays, just mainly because I get to work and that's enough. But you know, it's kind of fun to do that on the weekends. And the third one I talk about the fact that I've been loving Lululemon clothes. The fourth one, I've been wearing runners. And the fifth one, just saying that we've been going to the gym 3 times a week, and we are really enjoying it. So I add some sequences while I was talking there as well, and then also add the day just using my precision black pen. So here's some close up. I hope you enjoyed this video. As per usual, I'll be posting my sketch on my blog just in case you're interested in downloading it, and also if you're interested in to see more of these close-ups. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you give a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. And if you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!